So you find yourself in this position again, watching someone else play this game. Maybe it's a sign that you should play it too. You've seen creators cover this game for years already, and how is this game still around then? Well, it's because it's actually a pretty good game. One of the hardest things to do as a free game in this day and age especially is to stand the test of time, and Raid might just be timeless. The game is still releasing new content and characters to this day, which I get to showcase to you guys. Using my promo codes in the description down below, you get to get access to one of 5 new characters: Sun Wukong, Alice the Wanderer, Green Warden Ruik, Tunarok, and Thalin. And new players via my link can also get access to Ultimate Galek from the start and Drake after reaching level 15. You can also scan my QR code in the top left to download the game real fast. When you go down here to this index, you can see just how many different leagues of champions there are and how many characters are in each of them. Like seriously, there's not really many bad picks in this game. Like a lot of these characters look insanely cool. We're in the Barbarians faction right now, and you can see a lot of these just crazy designs. We have Esme the Dancer, we have a Zaharis right here. We have like a lot of characters that I think you guys would find really cool. This faction also has Tunarok. Tunarok is a character who you can download in the description down below. One of 5 characters you can have a chance to play. A character I'm a big fan of is Odin in here. Like, I'm a big Marvel guy. I mean, who isn't nowadays? But Odin looks super sick. You have Loki the Deceiver here. Raid's its own interpretations of these characters, and I'm a really big fan. We have Valkyrie. Another faction that I'm a big fan of is also the Sylvan Watchers, who we also have talked about, which has Green Warden Ruik, who you can also download in the description down below. Again, you can only choose one of 5, so you unfortunately have to choose between Tunarok and Ruik. And look, I know it's a hard choice, but Ruik, if I had to vouch for Ruik, Ruik looks really cool. I think this is actually one of the best designs in the Sylvan Watcher faction, so I think this is a steal if you want to go ahead and get Ruik. There's also a lot of other characters in this faction. I love like the foresty, like greenery vibe they have going on. It's just very woodsy. I think my absolute favorite design in this faction is definitely Baller, because look, everyone else in the faction, I mean, we have these characters who are like very green, and I guess like, you know, like they have more of a foresty vibe going on. And Balor the Lost also does, but at the same time, he just looks like a demon. Like this guy, I don't know, he looks like he's about to mess things up. Like I want this guy on my team. But in here, you can just see and look through like a lot of champions. So if there's any champions you want to check out, like a certain faction you maybe want to try and pull for, some to just root for in the game, definitely look through this index, because there's a lot of like crazy factions and champions that you can download. So the last time we messed around a little bit in arenas, campaigns, dungeons. I think we're going to go back to the dungeons this time, and we're going to mess around and look at some other fights and just see how we do, honestly. Let's see, we're going to pick some champions that we don't normally pick here. We're going to also have some of our more leveled up champions as well. But we have quite a few champions here. As you can see, there's a lot of characters in this game, and this is like nothing compared to how many champions there actually are. All right, let's see how we do in this battle. So one thing that I really like about the dungeons mode in this game is just being able to see like different bosses and see how they operate. I always like seeing that like enemy variety in games like this, and dungeons is a really good way to like just see some new different styles, like clashes of enemies. There's an infinite amount of combinations as well, like how you can approach these things. If you want to approach the enemies with different champions, if you want to approach them with different like pairings and like skill sets, there's really just a lot of variety just in how you build your party alone. For me, I'm a person who likes to pick favorites a lot, so I've been running some similar characters, trying to put some new ones in there as well. Okay, we're not doing bad damage on this guy. One of our champions is definitely about to die here. Maybe 2 of them actually, but I have faith that we'll be able to beat the boss as we get into this. Okay, hold on. They did a little combo there. Okay, okay. All right, he's already halfway down, and technically close to half our party is down too. But I have faith in us because we're doing a lot of damage here, especially like some of these higher level champions. Like, look at that. He's only level 4 and he's doing that much damage. Like, that's insane. Like, yeah, those like bigger champions, they definitely can make a big difference in a fight. All right, this is gonna be very close. Okay, now we got this. We got this. Easy. Easy day. There we go. Get cooked. Okay, see, it is not all about the levels in this game. I think what I'm gonna try and go ahead and do right now is I'm gonna actually see if I can get even farther in the campaign of the game. As you can see here, there's a lot of missions and a lot of things you can get in the campaign modes. I'm gonna go ahead and go for this one. See how we do in a little bit of a different area. Yeah, we're absolutely wrecking house. Like, we just beat like all of them in like one strike pretty much. I gotta say, like, I'm still impressed at how well this game like runs on the PC. I mean, well, not how well it runs, but more so just how good it looks, how fluid it is. I talked about last time how this game runs really smooth on PC. You can also play it on your phone as well if you want to. One of my favorite things about like free-to-play games in this modern day and age is back in the day, a lot of games used to only be available on the phone, but now we also have the games on PC as well. Once again, if you want to check out this game, download it. You can use my link in the description down below. Get us even more like sponsors, get us even more like shoutouts from Raid. Raid, by the way, is also helping me with a huge project that I am working on for the Kingdom Hearts community that I'm very appreciative for. They helped me with the last one a lot, and this time around they're going to be helping even more, and I can't wait to announce what we're going to be doing soon. I'm going to be announcing it via Twitter, probably on YouTube as well. But we also teased a little bit in the last video. We're going to talk about a little bit in this one as well. If you guys are familiar with the combo contest that we did in 2020, we're bringing that back actually, and it's going to be a really good time. I'm really excited to do it again, and I will give you guys more details when the time is right. Okay, this enemy looks this guy looks really freaky. He's kind of a boss enemy too. I wonder how much damage I want to do to him. My team is prioritizing, okay, one of us is down. My team was prioritizing the minions first, which is always a good thing to do. Okay, we're doing a lot of damage to this guy. Yeah, I'm not worried at all. Yeah, she's done, but I think, yeah, okay, he just one-shot him. That is crazy. Galek just completely destroyed him. That's insane. This game definitely seems like it has just a lot of strategy to it as well, like especially when you get to the higher difficulties, when you start messing around with the arena, and especially if we're doing some of those harder dungeons. I tried doing some of those dungeons like off camera, and some of them are definitely a little hard. Some of them are definitely pretty hard. Definitely doable, but I've definitely been showing the ones that I can manage a little bit more. But if you are someone who likes the challenge, I definitely like the challenge, but for someone who really likes the challenge, I highly recommend checking out the dungeon mode, checking out arena. Those are like modes that you will definitely get a lot of like value and have a lot of fun in. Okay, seems like this is a boss one. Okay, we completely wrecked that team. The combos are insane right now. Okay, Han. One of our champions is taking a lot of damage. Okay, this one might be a little harder because I can see that we're definitely taking a lot more damage. We're doing a lot of damage too, but it is not I wonder how we're going to do on the boss right now because it's looking like it might get a little rough. Okay, he took like no damage. He just completely tanked that hit. Okay, now we might be fine. We might be fine. It depends on how much damage this dragon does. Okay. You know what? That was weak. That was weak sauce. Bet. We got this. Easy. Okay, I love when I see them, like, do the combo. I don't know, like, I love fighting games, and, like, tag games have been very popular recently. Just seeing, like, the tag team mechanics. Very cool. Oh yeah, we got this. We got this free.
Of the Dark Elves
Oh, we got a story? Okay.
Preying on the desperation of the refugees, they had offered two paths. The rich man's path, offering safe passage to Felwyn's Gate, and the poor man's path, leading to the belly of the dragon. The company blazed ahead to meet the Elven Queen of Aravia, an ancestral ally of Kirok. Known for her exceptional beauty, she was also a famed mistress of the old magic. So our heroes joined the torrent of hopeful exiles traveling eastward to the promise of sanctuary among the High Elves.
All right, that was genuinely some really interesting lore, and I did not realize that the game had like voice acted cutscenes for a second, or maybe I just forgot, but that was actually okay. That caught me off guard a little bit, like live on the recording. That's kind of crazy. Okay, we unlocked chapter 5 with this though. Felwyn's Gate.
Moor that sloped down to Felwyn's Gate, the company surveyed the grim scene before them. A multitude of half-starved refugees, human folk, lizard men, elven, the many peoples of Teleria, all camped in the frozen mud outside the battlements of the Great Gate, now barred. Ogren and Skinwalker guards were denying them entry, telling them to clear off back to their homelands. The company agreed to force their way through and unbar the passage.
Okay, so one thing I am liking about this game's like lore and like story is how, I mean, obviously you see we have humanoid creatures, we have elves, we have like monster-like creatures, we have like dwarfs. This like world is so, it's so diverse in its species, and that's represented through like the catalog of champions here, and you can play as pretty much all the species like you see talked about, and I love that. I love to see that, because there's a lot of games that'll talk about like all these different characters, all these different types like of monsters, beings that exist, but sometimes they only let you play as like the main character or the main like group, I guess. But this game, no, it shows some diversity. And okay, we're in a different area. We're in like a little snowy like base sort of area. That's pretty cool. Got different enemies too. Got this like fire type and the snow type like together. I was afraid that once we got farther into the story, we'd struggle a lot more, and it's looking like my team is definitely taking some damage for sure, but none too bad, none that we can't get up from, and we're dishing out way more damage than we're taking. Okay, I said that earlier, now my team is at like one person. I think we're good though. I think this is the final battle. Yes, it is. Okay. Godfred was the sole survivor of the team. He was so happy to be the sole survivor. All right, so that was a little bit of the campaign, and there's like other difficulties for the campaign too. I'm actually on the lowest one. That's crazy. I almost died. I'm on the lowest difficulty. Hey, like I said earlier, if you want like harder difficulty, if you want like some things to go back and do, one of my favorite things to do in like some games that I love is replaying those games on the hardest difficulty. So if you feel like you caught up to the campaign, you feel like you don't have like much of a challenge left, hey, look, there's nightmare difficulty here for you. And yeah, I don't even have like it unlocked on nightmare difficulty, but that's something you could do. Once again, download this game, top left of the screen with my QR code. I also have a link in the description that you can click. Through that link in the description, you can potentially also use the promo codes and get access to 1 of 5 new champions: Sun Wukong, Alice the Wanderer, Green Warden Ruik. We have Tunarok, Thalin. You can get access to any of those champions. You have to choose one. I know it's a little hard, but you have to choose one. New players can also, via our link in the description, get access to Ultimate Galek from the start, plus Drake after reaching level 15, which is not that hard to do. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to Raid for supporting me and supporting this combo contest we're about to do very soon. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Prodigy. Remember to be nice, be safe, and take care, everyone.